Hi there, my name is Gwen Brinkley and I'm with the Fulton County Department of Public Works. Today we will do an activity called the House of Seasons. In this activity you will learn about the role that water plays in each of the 4 seasons that we have. And so before we get started, let's take a look at the activity package that you picked up from your local library to make sure we have all of the materials that we will need. So first, in your package, you should have a sheet. We call this the House of Seasons, the white sheet. And here you will see we have 4 windows on that sheet, okay? The next sheet you should have is your House of Seasons colored sheet. Now, part of your instructions in that package, we did ask that you do some cutting prior to starting the activity. This is one of the sheets that came with 1 window cut. We've asked that you cut the other 3. So we hope that you've done that. The next sheet is a sheet with 4 pictures on it, and you were to cut the 4 pictures out before starting. And the last sheet is just a sheet showing the trees of the seasons, which we will talk about later. Okay, so with that being said, let's get started, and we will start with the white sheet. That's your House of Seasons. So a year is divided into 4 seasons. You have winter, spring, summer, and fall. Each of those seasons, the weather patterns are different, and we can see water in different ways. Water is a part of nature, and so we want to just talk a little bit about the role that water plays in each of those seasons. So let's get started. If you haven't had a chance to cut those sheets out, we would ask that you do that now. You can pause the video for a few minutes, cut those out, and come right back. Okay, let's get started. So, do you know what season we are currently in? We're in the spring season. And how do I know it's spring? You know what happens in the spring? We get those rain showers. Nature starts to wake up. Flowers start to bloom. The trees also start blooming. And so we see water in those rain storms. So the pictures that we cut out, I want you to find the picture that you think represents the springtime of year. This is the picture that represents the spring. My little friend here is sitting in flowers. He has on shorts. He actually has a long sleeve shirt on, but the shorts are telling me that the weather is warming up, flowers are blooming. So let's take this little guy, and we're going to use our glue stick. That was one of the things that you were to have. And we're going to put glue in the spring box, which is the box here on your House of Seasons white sheet. So I'm going to put some glue. It doesn't take very much glue. I'm going to take my spring picture and I'm going to place it into the box, or I should say the window. Okay, so this is what you should have. So we talked about what the water looks like in our rain showers, and we talked about the clothing that we wear. We wear lighter weight clothes in the spring. What season follows spring? Summer, the summer season. During the summer we have those long, hot, humid days that create thunderstorms. So that's how we're able to see the waters through the thunderstorms that occur during the summer. So again, looking at your pictures, I want you to find the picture that represents the summer. You know, something else we do in the summer is we want to jump in a pool when it's really hot. We want to go to the beach. What about going for a boat ride on a river or a lake? And so, with your summer picture, this is the one that we should have. My friend is jumping into a pool on a hot, humid day. So let's put some glue in the summer box. And we're going to glue our summer picture into the summer window or box. So what kind of clothes do you wear during the summer? You wear shorts, short sleeve shirts or blouses? What about sandals? Yeah, because it's really hot. Okay, so now that we've gone through the spring and summer, what comes after summer? That's right, it's the fall of the year. How do I know that it's the fall season? Well, the leaves are starting to turn yellow and orange, and then they fall off the trees. But something else, the way that I can see water in the fall is water forms dew on the grass. You'll see the frost on the windshield of your parents' vehicle, as well as on the window panes in your home. So I know that it's fall when I begin to see that. The weather starts to change. It's getting a little cooler, so we need to have sweater or jackets on. And so let's find the picture that you think represents fall. So the picture that we have is my friend with the pumpkins in leaves that have fallen. So now let's take our glue stick and we're going to put glue on the fall window, and we will now glue that picture in. Like so. Our last season, because remember I said the year is divided into 4 seasons. Our last season is the winter season. How do I see water during the winter? Ice, the snow, the sleet. Yeah, we like it when it snows so we can go outside and make that snowman. So the picture that is left is of my friend, and it's snowing out. And look at what he has on. He has on a heavy coat. He has on gloves, a hat. That tells me that it is certainly winter. So again, we're going to put just a little glue, and we're going to place that picture in the winter window. So now we have all 4 seasons with our pictures representing winter, spring, summer, and fall. So now what we want to do with the glue stick is I want to now put a dab of glue on each corner. So here, here, the bottom. So I'm going to do that. You can do that with me. We're going to glue the corners only. And again, you don't need a lot of glue. If you don't have glue, you can always use tape. And so with that, now I'm going to take the House of Windows color page, and I'm going to place that directly on top of the white sheet of paper. Directly on there, matching my corners. In other words, I'm covering up the white sheet. Okay, so I have that on. And so, now that I have that on, I should be able to open up my windows and see the 4 seasons. So, starting with my winter season, I can open up that window, and I have my friend showing me the winter time. Next is my spring. Open up the windows and I have my spring picture. Next would be the summer. Open those windows, and then my fall. So as you can see, that's why we needed you to cut the windows out beforehand. So now you have your house of seasons. Something else we can do, the circle in the center. We would like for you to draw a picture of you and your family in the center here. You can also color your house. You can put some flowers. But this is your house of seasons. So that last picture that I showed you, that was in your package of the trees of the seasons, this is what trees look like in the spring. Then you have your summer. All the leaves are green. The grass is green. I have my fall. The leaves have now changed colors, have fallen off the trees. And my winter. We have icicles on there. There was a winter storm that came through. So this is your trees of season, just so you can see how the weather patterns change with the seasons. And so just to recap what we just did, the activity again was the house of seasons. A year is divided into 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. Which is your favorite season of all? Thank you for joining me for this activity.